your Gavin. Read those books in a blink, oh yeah. Grab yourself a hot drink cause you're watching How to Train Your Gavin.
Yep, that's me.
Hey guys, welcome back to How to Train Your Gavin. I am so excited because today I am announcing Believathon 2, Journey to the Stronghold. So the Believe in the Impossible Readathon, or Believathon for short, is a month-long readathon dedicated to reading children's books. And I had such a blast hosting it. I hope you guys had such a blast taking part in it. So I didn't want you guys to have to wait until November for the next Believathon. So I've been teasing on the Believathon Twitter about an upcoming Believathon 2. And the response to all of the teasers that I have been giving you has been so incredible. Thank you so much to everybody who has hyped me up for this because I am genuinely so excited. I haven't put so much work into something in such a long time. The bags under my eyes are to do with this readathon, so it better be worth it. So Believathon 2, Journey to the Stronghold will be running from, the important dates here, May 11th to May 24th, 2020. That's 2 weeks where I would absolutely love for you to read at least 2 children's books, 1 per week, pretty much the same as I did for the first Believathon, which was 4 weeks, so 1 middle grade book per week. However, I do have way more to show you, and there is way more for you to do rather than just doing the 2 books in 2 weeks. Believathon 2 is going to be working slightly different to the first Believathon, so I have kind of transformed Believathon 2 to be the sort of interactive quest, kind of storybook adventure that I would love for you guys to go on just to make this readathon just a little bit more fun, I guess. So like the first Believathon, I do have a compendium that is free to download. I will leave all of the links in the description box down below. There will be a Google Drive, just click on that and there will be this free to download compendium. There is a full 56-page version of this as well as a condensed 26-page version of this. So in the 26-page version, there is really just all the information you need, all the prompts, the story quest, and more in depth about what the prompts are and what you can sort of do for them. So that's a 26-page version. There is a 56-page version that is filled with more recommendations from a few people who I have asked, and I will get to that in a second. And there is also a Magic of Middle Grade section where I asked people of Twitter to respond to a tweet telling me how much middle grade meant to them and if Believathon helped them in any way. So the people who responded, you're in this compendium. So everything you need to know will be in this compendium. However, there isn't just a free to download version of this. So I have gone a little extra and self-published a paperback version of this compendium. So if you don't have access to a printer and if you want to get this version, it will be available on Amazon. You know, this is the full version. It's full color as well, and I could not get the price down anymore. So it's there as an option if you want to get a physical version of it. It is filled with all the information you need. It has the mapping, which I will be unveiling to you in a second. Has all of the prompts, all of the recommendations, all of the responses from you guys. Yeah, I just wanted something physical for myself personally, so you don't have to get it. You can download the free version of it, you know, it's the same thing. So onto the map, and I did want a map for this round of Believathon, and I got my good friend Eleanor to illustrate the Believathon map, and I think she's done such an incredible job with it. I wanted a map that people could use as sort of locations, and each location is based on a location from a children's book. So we have a few different ones there, but I mean, I'll stop gabbing. I will show you what the map looks like right now. So I coloured it in myself, and my thumb and finger is still numb after, I think this was 2 weeks ago when I coloured it in. There is a coloured version of it and an uncoloured version of it in the Google Drive, so if you want to print it off, if you want to colour it in yourself, absolutely 100% do that, because I'm sure so many more people will colour that in better than I did. So I did the colouring in, Eleanor drew it, I coloured it in. That was my contribution. I did the best I could, okay? I would absolutely love to see your coloured in versions of it, so please do tweet me at Believathon or Instagram at Believathon and show me your coloured in versions of it, because you guys will do such a better job. And I didn't get lazy going up the map colouring it in. It is supposed to be white at the top because that's the snow sea from Frostheart. I didn't just kind of run out a blue pencil and think, oh well, I can't be bothered to colour it in anymore. That is the snow sea, so yeah. So that's the map. I hope you like it. So each location is a prompt along your quest, but for this readathon, I mean, it makes sense to kind of follow the path. So you will choose the kind of correlating path from your starting location, which will be the Porter's Pocket Inn. That is where you begin your adventure. So you will go to either the Yellow Brick Road, Baba Yaga's house, or the Wonderfalls from the Porter's Pocket Inn. It is totally up to you, but from that point you will have to sort of follow the path up to the Bookkeeper Stronghold, which will be the end goal. You can't really just pass through somewhere, so the location has to be sort of directly in front of it or directly diagonal to it. But there is more to that as well, which I will get to in a second. But you are making your way through the Land of Make-Believathon to reach the Bookkeeper Stronghold, because there is a story to go along with this. So before I get to the prompts, I do need to tell you about this quest. And you do start at the Porter's Pocket Inn, and there is nobody better to send you off on this quest than Michelle Harrison herself, the creator of the incredible Porter's Pocket Inn from the A Pinch of Magic series.
As you enjoy a pint of speckled pig in the Poacher's Pocket Inn, you notice a shift in the atmosphere. The clouds darken outside. You look outside the window to see a dark figure approaching the inn. He spots you through the window and makes haste to the door. The wind howls as he opens the door and marches directly to your table. You lower the pint of speckled pig as he lowers himself in the seat opposite you. He knows your name. Before you have a chance to reply, he begins to recount your incredible adventures the November before. He has heard all about your incredible skills traversing the land of Make-Believathon. Now he needs your help. An evil witch has placed a curse on the Bookkeeper's Stronghold in the far north. Because of this curse, books have become trapped to everyone but you. So the people in the land of Make-Believathon are beginning to lose their imaginations. You are the only person with the courage and strength to embark upon this quest.
So if you are up for the challenge, if you are up for the quest, then I have all of the information for you. So to even begin the quest at the Porter's Pocket Inn, the prompt is to read the first book in a series. And that can be any book that is the first in a series, and it might be a new series, so it might not have sequels released yet, but as long as it promises to be the start of a series, it will absolutely count for this prompt. And once you read that book, you will be on your way through the Land of Make-Believathon. But before you go, I do have some help for you. So I know May can be a bit of a tough time for people. There are exams and essays and all of that jazz. So the stranger who approaches you in the Porter's Pocket Inn will offer you a magic lamp. The lamp will grant you 3 wishes, but you can only choose one of them on your journey. So one of the wishes is that you can choose to skip a certain location on your path. So if you find you have gone on a certain path but you don't like maybe the middle prompt or the middle location and you just want to go up to the next one, you can skip it. If you use one of your wishes. You can also transport to a different location instead. That is the second wish. So if you find you are one path on this side of the map and you really want to do the prompt that's on, say, the 100 Acre Wood, then you can skip from there to there. No problem. And the last wish is to transport you directly to the Bookkeeper's Stronghold. So if you do just want to read the 2 books in the 2 weeks, you can absolutely do that. You read the Porter's Pocket Inn prompt, and then you can skip straight to the Bookkeeper's Stronghold, read the prompt for that, and that is your journey over with. So if you don't have the time, if you really want to kind of skip all of that middle bit, then you can absolutely do that. And if you struggle with what path you can take, if you're going to do the sort of correct way of doing this, I mean, it's not going to be, you know, set in stone or anything. You can do what you want. But if you want to do it the sort of correct way as per the compendium, then at the end of each sort of page for the prompts. It lets you know what location you can go to. Sort of like a bit of a choose your own adventure story, or like the old give yourself goosebumps books that I used to love. So yeah, just to give it a little bit more interactiveness. So the locations of the prompts. One of the locations is the Yellow Brick Road from, of course, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. And the prompt for that is to read a book that you were supposed to read years ago. So that could literally be anything. It could be something that's been on your TBR for such a long time and you've just never gotten around to it. This is your chance to finally read it. We also have Baba Yaga's House from Sophie Anderson's The House with Chicken Legs, and the prompt for that is to read a book featuring a family relationship. Then we have The Wonderfalls, which was inspired by Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and that is to read a book featuring a disability. That can also be a book that is written by an author who has a disability. And then there is 100 Acre Wood, which is the setting in Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne, and the prompt for that is to read a book with a yellow cover. Now, it could just be the whole cover, it can be part of the cover, it can be the spine, it can be the back, as long as there's some kind of yellowness on the cover anywhere, that'll work. We also have the Deep Woods, which is a location inspired by the Edge Chronicles series by Paul Stewart and Chris Riddell, and mainly the Beyond the Deep Woods book, which is one of my personal favourites. And the prompt for that is to read a book that was published before the year 2000. So as long as it was pretty much before December 31st, 1999, you can read it. And then we have Mermaid's Lagoon, which was inspired by the play Peter Pan and the novel Peter and Wendy by J.M. Barrie. And the prompt for that is to read a book featuring a female bond, as long as it's between two or more female characters. It can be sisters, it can be friends. Then there is The Brolly Rail from Nevermore and Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend, and the prompt for that is to read a book featuring transportation, or it can have transportation on the cover. So transportation could even be made up. It could literally be anything. I think that's quite a easy sort of prompt. And then we have Orion Found, which was inspired by Orion Lost by Alistair Chisholm, and that one is to read a sci-fi book, or a book featuring space, or a book that has space-related words in the title. So it doesn't even have to be sci-fi. It could have the word star in it, for example, and you will be able to read it for this prompt. Then we have Black Ice Bridge, which was inspired by the Polar Bear Explorers Club series by Alex Bell, and that is to read a book featuring an expedition, or some kind of adventure element. And as long as it has the characters traveling from one place to another, that can count as an expedition. So yeah, there is a lot of leeway with this prompt as well. Until finally you reach the Bookkeeper Stronghold, which was of course inspired by Frostheart by Jamie Littler, and the prompt for that is to read the next book in a series. So if you have decided to skip the entire map and go from the Porter's Pocket Inn straight to the Bookkeeper Stronghold, you can do this prompt as the next book in the series you started off with at the Porter's Pocket Inn. The main reason why I made this prompt, you know, it kind of forces you to continue those series that maybe you've been neglecting. I know I have a horrible habit of reading the first book in a series and not reading the rest of them. Not that there was anything wrong with the first book, I just kind of, my attention wanders. So this one hopefully will help you. So those were all the prompts and the locations. I hope that sounds fun. If you struggle with those prompts, have no fear. The compendium is there for you. The compendium is filled with 22 pages of prompt recommendations, and they're not from me. I have asked for people to help me with these prompts and to give recommendations for them. So I have asked Karen, who is a teacher and a book blogger. I have asked Liam, who is also a book blogger. I have asked Sam, who is a bookseller and a book blogger, and Liam, who is a bookseller and a book blogger. So they've given me so many great recommendations for you, but if you still struggle, again, the Believathon Twitter and the Believathon Instagram are there for you. I will be more than happy to help. There are some dates that I want you to kind of set aside for the Believathon too. Some of these are still a bit tentative, and there is more that I will want to do during those 2 weeks. So on May 11th, the day you embark on your quest, I will be doing lots of reading sprints on the Believathon Twitter. I sucked so bad at doing that during the first Believathon, so this time I am really stepping up my game with it. I'm going to be so much more tentative with it. So I will be on the Twitter all day on the first day of the quest if you want to either buddy read things, if you want to sprint with me, and it's just going to be great, okay? On the weekend of May 16th and 17th, I do want to have a sort of weekend of magic. I want us to kind of, if we're rereading any of our childhood favourites, anything that made us love middle grade as children, we can read it that weekend. We can watch the amazing films that we watched as children, or any kind of, well, I would say like Disney or Pixar films that really gives us the spirit of magic and believing. You know, I'm going to be doing that all weekend. I will be most likely watching and rewatching Frozen 2. And I haven't picked my TBR yet, but I want to pick something that really inspired me to read middle grade, and yeah, it's just going to be a good weekend of reliving our childhoods, I guess. On May 20th, I want us to do a kind of show the love day. So when we are reading these incredible middle grade books, it's so important to kind of recognise the amazing work of the middle grade authors behind it. Sometimes I think they don't get the recognition they deserve. So if you want to join me on that day to maybe on Twitter, at them your positive reviews, tell them how much you loved the books that you read. If you didn't love it, it's totally fine, just don't tag the author, please. But if you did love the book, you know, hashtag Believathon at the Twitter of the author and let them know, put a smile on their face, make them feel really special, you know, and just share all the love and positivity on that day. I love doing it anyway. I think it's brilliant to really commend the authors for what they're doing anyway, so doing it on that day I think will boost them with so much love and positivity. It might help them in their journeys of writing their books that they are probably currently working on, so they are hard work and they deserve all of the love and recognition. And then finally on May 24th, it was the end of the quest and I do want to do a live show with some special guests. It might not be on that date, it will depend on time zones and things, but yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to talk middle grade and your quests and everything you love about it on the live show. There isn't going to be a group read for Believathon 2, mainly because it's only 2 weeks long and I don't really know what's coming out worldwide that will be easily accessible for everyone without it being a backlist. So yeah, there's no group read this year. Read whatever you want and just, I hope you love it. So close to the time, I will upload a form for you to fill in and that's how you will sort of participate in Believathon 2. It's how I will keep track of your progress and all the books you read and the books you loved and all of that jazz. Pretty much the same as Believathon 1, except this year I want to do a separate one for schools and teachers. So last year I had some schools and teachers participating, which was just absolutely incredible, and this year I kind of want to reward the teachers who just, honestly, they are so magical. They are the real MVPs, the underrated heroes of middle grade fiction. What they do in their classrooms is just pure magic. So for teachers, I want to do an exclusive sort of form for you to fill in, and there will be a giveaway attached to that as well. I would absolutely love to gift your school library with 2 brand new middle grade books every month until the next Believathon. I just think it's so important for kids to have access to all the brilliant new children's literature that's coming out. So yeah, all the teachers, don't care where you live, can be worldwide, international giveaway y'all. But yeah, for teachers, yeah, there will be a separate form, so please don't fill in the form if you're not a teacher, just to reward you guys because you deserve it. And there will of course be giveaways for everyone else. There's already been a couple on the Twitter, and there will just be all of the giveaways, international giveaways, just randomly on Twitter. And when you finish the Believathon as well, I would love to give away a hamper of children's books, and you will pick the children's books. Up to £100 worth of children's books would be phenomenal. We will discuss what books you would like and I will send you the hamper. So that will be the ultimate kind of prize for Believathon 2. The books will have to be easily accessible for me to get, because if it's not, then it'll be really hard, but of course I will help you with all of that as well. But I think that is everything for Believathon 2. Please do stay tuned on the Twitter and the Instagram to find out more information if there's any more updates or news, and way more giveaways as well. And yeah, I'm just really excited, and thank you so much to everybody who has helped me along the way. Thank you so much to Eleanor who illustrated the map. Thank you to Karen, Liam, Sam and Liam for giving the prompt recommendations for the compendium. Oh, just like, thank you so much. It's meant the entire world to me. I cannot wait to start Believathon 2. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the announcement. Can't wait to start Believathon 2 with you all, and it's just going to be so magical and so wonderful. So yeah, I hope you love it. I hope you enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a little like if you did, and let me know in the comments if you would love to participate in Believathon 2. What's great about Believathon 2 is that even though it is running between May 11th and May 24th, you can pretty much play it anytime you want. Like a game, you can, you know, go on this quest whenever you want, really. So if you can't join in May, if you want to do it in June, July, August, whenever, you can kind of pick up the compendium, go along on this quest, read the books, and read the story that goes along with each of the prompts. So yeah, you can do that as well. But I really hope you enjoyed. I really appreciate you watching the video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! You're so beautiful. Yes, you are.